Welcome back, everyone, to the BDW Wrestling WrestleWave pre-show. I am Cameron, and this next matchup is a Battle Royal. Apparently, this matchup will feature opportunities for gold. I guess the winner of the match gets a title match at WrestleWave. I guess the title is predetermined, whichever belt it is, but here comes Ken Shamrock as the first entrant in this Battle Royal, and that puts him at a very big disadvantage, because usually number one in Battle Royals is not a very good number to have, but nonetheless, Ken Shamrock has entered here at number one, so we'll have to see how he does in this Battle Royal, because there should be a lot of competitors. I'm not sure if it's 10, 20, 30, or 40 competitors, but there are a lot of Ballydung competitors that want shots at gold at WrestleWave, because it's such a big Ballydung event, and here comes Destroyer. So Destroyer at number 2 in this contest, and Destroyer, we haven't seen much of him on 24/7s lately, but I guess he's just been trying to prepare himself, trying to rejuvenate his career here in Ballydung Wrestling, and we'll have to see what all these rumors are going around about Kempo coming here tonight with new wrestling gear. Something about Kempo as possibly returning. Last time we saw him, he was talking with the One, and the One was trying to convince Kempo to go back to being the Kempo Kid. And I don't know if what Kempo's decided or what's going on with that whole situation, but here we see Destroyer trying to get himself fired up for this, but he's going to have a tough outing here with Shamrock and him at number 1 and 2 respectively. And we'll have to just see what happens here as we're about to get underway with this matchup. And now here we go. Shamrock starting off strong here against Destroyer, and Destroyer with a knee to the, or an elbow to the face, and it looks like Shamrock is trying to fight off that. He sends Destroyer into the corner, and Shamrock trying to go for a quick elimination here, and Destroyer not allowing that to happen. Destroyer and Shamrock, though, this should be a good battle between these two stars here, as that clock is ticking down with 10 seconds, and then we're going to see another competitor in this matchup in just a few short seconds, and here comes the next competitor, BDS. BDS, of course, he likes to play some shenanigans. Will shenanigans help him in this kind of a matchup? I guess only time will tell, as Shamrock is again trying to get rid of Destroyer, and again, Destroyer fights it off. So Destroyer is still trying to keep himself alive in this matchup and try to get that opportunity at gold, and it looks like Shamrock trying to still get rid of Eliminator, but Eliminator not having any of it. And Shamrock with a hard chop there. And now Shamrock trying to get Destroyer out again. And I've heard rumors tonight that the tag team title situation will be resolved here tonight. So we'll have to find out what that's all about. As Shamrock dumps Destroyer up and over. So Destroyer is the first elimination in this matchup, and now Shamrock and BDS are going at it as Destroyer makes his way up the rampway, not pleased at how this matchup turned out, as here comes Billy Gunn. He's been known as Mr. Ass, Badass Billy Gunn, Monty Sop, I think, and he's been different names in other promotions as well, or Kip James, I think was his name at one point, but here we see Shamrock trying to get BDS up and over, and an elbow to the face there by BDS to Shamrock, and now Shamrock and Billy Gunn going at it. And Billy Gunn, he's been in the business for quite some time. He's held numerous tag team titles. He's been in other promotions as well. And a standing drop kick there. Shamrock is in trouble, but Shamrock fights out of it. But for being the first entrant in this matchup, Shamrock's got a long ways to go, and if he's not up to it endurance-wise, he could find himself eliminated here, but it's sometimes the luck of the draw. Some people have won Battle Royals at number 1, sometimes they don't, as here comes number 5, Raj of the Brothers of Ballydung. And the Brothers of Ballydung have been on quite a successful tag team reign themselves as tag team champions. Not the Ballydung tag team champions, but they have tag team titles nonetheless, as looks like Raj is going right after BDS, but BDS having none of it as he sends Raj into the ropes, and now BDS trying to eliminate Raj from this matchup. Raj trying to hang on with all he's got, but BDS looks like he's trying to impose his will here as Billy Gunn is trying to get rid of Shamrock, and Raj just barely hangs on as BDS, surprised there by that, but Billy Gunn, he tried to get Shamrock over, but he couldn't do that either, as here comes Courtney Kate, a member of Felcher and Sons, Terrible Terry Tate's tag team partner, and Raj goes for a suplex as Billy Gunn continues to attack Shamrock, as BDS and Raj still going at it, as now BDS is on the ropes, but Raj tried to get rid of BDS, but BDS elbowed out of it. And I'm not sure if we just had an elimination or not. We've got 3, 4, 5 people in that ring right now, all trying to duke it out for this opportunity. And here, Billy Gunn is on the ropes now, as looks like Shamrock's trying to get rid of Billy Gunn here in this matchup, but Billy Gunn not wanting to be eliminated this early as he continues to fight on as that timer again ticks down. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now our next competitor, it looks like it's going to be Rage, as Shamrock takes down Billy Gunn, and Rage, he's had, and I think Courtney Kate almost eliminated as Rage makes his way to the ringside area, and Rage is, I think, doing a smart tactic here, walking to the ring, because it doesn't do you any good to run down to the ring. I mean, all that does is just expend a lot more energy, as it looks like Raj is trying to get rid of Billy Gunn here, and Billy Gunn teetering on the ropes, but no, he's not out yet. He held on to the ropes, so Billy Gunn getting lucky there, able to hang on in this matchup, so he stays in it as BDS and Rage continue to go at it. They've had quite a feud, and I believe almost every time Rage has held gold here at Ballydung Wrestling, the one guy that has dethroned him has been BDS, as Raj is thrown over the top rope by Billy Gunn, so Raj is out of this matchup. So Billy Gunn gets an elimination as Rage and BDS continue to battle, and now it looks like Billy Gunn is focusing his attentions on Courtney Kate, and now Rage is focusing his attention on Ken Shamrock, and now Billy Gunn thought he was going to try to eliminate BDS there. A neck breaker there by Rage to Shamrock, and Shamrock, he's had to fight valiantly, but I don't know how much he's got left in the tank, as it looks like Rage is going to try to get him up and over, but no, Shamrock again hangs on in this matchup. So Shamrock's been showing a lot here, but no. Looks like Rage was trying to get him in the corner, but Shamrock got out of it, and Rage looks like he's being double-teamed. BDS went after him, and wow, look at that, look at this press slam there by Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn is doing a lot of impressive moves here in this matchup, and doing a damn fine job here in that ring. As Billy Gunn is trying to, he suplexed, he grabbed the waist of Courtney Kate and took Courtney Kate down, and now he's going after Shamrock again, and BDS with a Hurricane Rana there too, and Shamrock clotheslined up and over, so Ken Shamrock is out of this matchup, and Shamrock can't believe it, but he had a rough outing, and now, Courtney Kate clotheslines BDS up and over, and BDS has been eliminated, so Shamrock and BDS eliminated within a close proximity of each other, and this matchup is getting quite interesting with all these eliminations now. And Courtney Kate busted open. Ravishing R is really taking it to Courtney Kate here. And Courtney Kate trying to hang on there, and he does. But he's busted open, so I don't know how much longer he can last in this kind of a matchup. I don't know how many competitors have actually gone into a Battle Royal and been busted open like this. But Rage now going after Billy Gunn as Ravishing R and Courtney Kate continue to battle it out. And Courtney Kate with a hard chop there, and Billy Gunn hangs on yet again. He's showing a lot of toughness here, but Rage now trying to push him out with his feet. And if Billy Gunn does have both feet touch, that would be over the top rope and out of the ring to the floor. And here comes Damian Demento as Billy Gunn tries to hang on, and Courtney Kate is getting a little bit of a... He was starting to come alive in this matchup, but looks like he's now going to try to get rid of Ravishing R as Billy Gunn is now trying to show some technical wrestling ability here against Rage. As Rage looks dazed and confused, could Billy Gunn be... Oh! And what a tough clothesline that was by Damian Demento to Rage. Almost knocking Rage's head right off there. But no, he doesn't beat him, doesn't knock him out yet. And Ravishing R is trying to get rid of Courtney Kate. Demento is trying to get rid of Rage, so we might be on the verge of a... Oh, and Courtney Kate eliminated, and Rage, I believe Rage was just eliminated as... No, Rage... Oh, Rage goes out. He looked like he was on the verge of elimination. Then he just got eliminated, so Courtney Kate and Rage are heading to the back now. They have been eliminated as here comes Monty, the friendly, deadly anti-beast. And he was on quite a tear, a former Ballydung champion. I believe he is the last official person to ever beat the Mad Professor for the Ballydung Championship, but I mean, he would love to get an opportunity at Gold here tonight and maybe rekindle his career, as it looks like Billy Gunn with a gorilla press slam there to Ravishing R, as looks like, the anti-beast cuts open Billy Gunn. So Monty has been doing a very good job in this matchup in the early going, and he, of course, he's had his debut. He was brought in here by Max Frost, so we'll have to see what... Oh, the Anti-Beast isn't able to eliminate Billy Gunn yet. Billy Gunn doesn't want his night to be over here on the pre-show, as Demento, he's got Ravishing R by the throat and chokeslams him up and over. Ravishing R has been eliminated as Terrible Terry Tate makes his way to the ringside area. So Ravishing R's night here in this matchup is over, and Demento looks like he's just going to try to watch on for a few minutes. As, of course, Demento, he did a show called Demented Rants for a while. He went on Stickum, which is no longer in existence, Blog TV, which is no longer in existence. Both those sites were streaming video sites. They got taken down for whatever reason. It was a very hush-hush about what happened. But nonetheless, those sites are no longer. And Demento, I mean, we don't hear much from him anymore, whether he joined the YouNow or Ustream or whatever. There hasn't been much talk. And now the Anti-Beast clotheslines Demento up and over. So now Demento, I guess if he wants, he can go back and do some more rants in the backstage area if he wants, record some videos for the internet. But nonetheless, Demento's night is over as here comes Darkness rising into this matchup. As looks like Tate is going to try to take it to Billy Gunn as the Anti-Beast just watching on, trying to think of what he can do in this matchup to try and help his odds a little bit better as he DDTs Billy Gunn down. And Billy Gunn in a whole heap of trouble here, as it looks like Tate suplexed, that side suplex there by the Anti-Beast. And the Anti-Beast, he is a tough competitor. Don't let some of the records fool you. I mean, it takes a lot to be a former Ballydock champion. He took some time off, and speaking of time off, the champion, the Mad Professor, the Ballydock champion, took some time off as well, and now he's back tonight to have a matchup for the undisputed title. It's a triple threat. The one, Britt, and GL will go at it. GL, of course, the interim champion, but it's kind of a moot point now as Darkness Rising eliminates Billy Gunn. So Billy Gunn up and over and the Anti-Beast went up and over. We didn't get to see that elimination because it was focusing on Billy Gunn being pissed off, but the Anti-Beast's chances in this matchup are now over as Bret, the Hitman, is trying to knock out Terrible Terry Tate. And Darkness Rising going after the Hitman now. And Bret and I, we've had our success here in Ballydock Wrestling, and somewhere down the line, I think we're going to be tag team champions again. And I know that tonight will be a big night for Ballydock Wrestling here at WrestleWave. ADS is making his way to the ring at number 14, so the Hitman is at number 13, so that's, I don't know, 13 has a weird situation. Oh, and a sandwich there by Darkness Rising, the Hitman, and Terrible Terry Tate sandwiched there in the corner as the Hitman is now trying to get rid of Terrible Terry Tate as ADS going right after Darkness Rising, and the Hitman has, but Terrible Terry Tate fights out of that predicament there by the Hitman, and now ADS trying to get rid of Darkness Rising, and these two Canadians are trying to get rid of competitors in this matchup, but Darkness Rising refusing to go out as here comes Brodus Clay at number 15. And I believe there are only 20 competitors in this contest, but sometimes the monkeys in the back the monkeys in the truck don't tell me all this information that they get from the board, or they don't care what the board said about these matches. But so I guess it'll be somewhat of a surprise, but Brodus Clay, and if this is indeed only 20 competitors, he is in a good position as Bret Hart, up and over, so the Hitman has been eliminated from this matchup, and Brodus Clay now in a headlock and an elbow right to the jaw there. ADS trying to now get rid of Terrible Terry Tate. Yet again, Terrible Terry Tate, though, has fought very long and hard in this matchup as Brodus Clay just trying to impose his will in this matchup. And a headbutt right to the face there by Brodus Clay as here comes Sin Cara. Of course, there's been issues with Sin Cara in another promotion. He says he owns the name, blah, blah, blah. He was known. And a clothesline up and over goes ADS. Sin Cara was also known as, I believe, Mystico in another company in Mexico. So I don't know which Sin Cara this is, whether this was the original Sin Cara or the current Sin Cara, as it looks like Darkness Rising is in trouble, and Brodus Clay might be in some trouble here, but no, Brodus Clay fights out of it, and Darkness Rising is able to hang on in this matchup, as now Sin Cara again trying to get rid of Brodus Clay, and Tate going right after Darkness Rising, trying to get an elimination. These competitors know that they are very, very close as that field of so many competitors has been thinned. There's not a lot of competitors left to come out in this matchup. I mean, we got, I believe, Sin Cara was 16, and now we get number 17, A Demented Jim. So ADJ trying to throw his name into this matchup, trying to earn himself a title opportunity. Of course, ADJ, a former Ballydock champion as well. And he's held other titles in Ballydock Wrestling. I believe he was a tag team champion with Riddler or with The One. I don't recall which partner he had. But of course, also ADJ was known as the Jobber champion in another company. And he's fought many in many different promotions. He's also a former DWI champion back when DWI was around. And it looks like Jim ADJ has found something. He's finding that fighting spirit here to push onward here in Valley Dog Wrestling and try to rejuvenate his career as Brodus Clay busts open Darkness Rising, and Darkness Rising is in a world of trouble as here comes Riddler at number 18, and what a great luck of the draw that is for Brutal Impact, that they have two competitors in this matchup at very, very late drawings, and I believe it is just 20 competitors, so, I mean, you can't get a whole lot better number than 17 or 18. I guess 19 or 20 would be really ideal, but I mean, you can't get too greedy about these kind of numbers as ADJ and Riddler going at it. And remember, these matches are every person for themselves. So you can work with a partner all you want, but it doesn't mean it's going to help you in any way, shape, or form or help your odds anymore in these kinds of matches. And you also got to be careful of who you trust in these matches, because somebody can help you get an elimination and then turn their back right on you and try to eliminate you. So, with so much on the line, these competitors have been going at it. And Brodus Clay, I believe right now, he's been in the ring, I think, the second or the third longest, because I believe Tate and Darkness Rising were in there just a bit longer. But Sin Cara, he's probably the smallest competitor in this matchup, as it looks like Brodus Clay was trying to eliminate ADJ, but Riddler not allowing that to happen, as, a belly-to-belly suplex there by Brodus Clay, as ADJ is now trying to go at it still with Terrible Terry Tate. Terrible Terry, though, he's not one to go out easily, and neither is Brodus Clay or any of these competitors in this matchup. And it looks like Riddler's trying to get rid of Darkness, trying to attack Darkness Rising now. And Terrible Terry Tate is in the corner. He might be in some trouble. Oh, no, he fights his way out of it. But he's in a little bit of trouble here, because ADJ looks like he might be getting the upper hand here in this. And Sin Cara now trying to get rid of Darkness Rising again. Darkness Rising, no, he's not out of the ring yet. Sin Cara did not get Darkness Rising. And Terrible Terry Tate tossed up and over. Terrible Terry Tate, I believe, eliminated by ADJ. So, Darkness Rising was just eliminated. We didn't see it. Again, so many things going on in these matches, it's hard to see everything. But Darkness Rising and Terrible Terry Tate are headed to the back. They've both been eliminated. And Sin Cara, clotheslines, ADJ up and over. ADJ is livid, but he is out of this matchup as well. So, looks like ADJ is going to be headed to the back, so he won't be getting that opportunity here at WrestleWave. But, I mean, he gave a good effort here on the pre-show Battle Royal for WrestleWave. But, only one person can win this Battle Royal. There's not going to be a situation where two people go over the top rope and their feet both touch at the same time. That's not going to happen in this kind of a matchup. We're not going to have one of those decisions like 94, I believe it was, that there was a split decision. Two people won the Battle Royal event. As here comes Booker T at number 19. And Booker T is fresh, and these competitors have just been battling it out. And Riddler, he's got Sin Cara up for an atomic drop. Up and over goes Sin Cara. And now we have one more competitor, and we have three competitors in the ring right now. Booker T trying to do his best to get an elimination here and help his odds, because if he eliminates one person, that would leave this match down to 3. But Booker T now is in some trouble, but fights out of it, as now that clock is ticking down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now the next competitor, and it looks like that is Eliminator, but he looks different. This guy doesn't look like Eliminator. This looks like somebody completely different. And I could swear I've seen this person before. I could have sworn that I've seen this person in another promotion at one point in time. I'm not quite sure where it was. I believe he is from the YTWF, if I am not mistaken. But he's entered himself in this matchup. He looks a little bit different than he did in the YTWF, but nonetheless, this guy, he looks like he's a beast, a monster of sorts. And I know that there were more Eliminators to be revealed. And Booker T eliminated by this Eliminator person. I mean, I know there were a lot of people behind the Eliminator mask, and now these three competitors staring each other down. One of them is going to win this Battle Royal and go on to WrestleWave to get a title opportunity. I guess only time will tell who that is, as Riddler and this Eliminator guy lock up. As right into the ropes goes Eliminator, and DDT there to Riddler, and a DDT there to Brodus Clay. And this guy, I don't know who he is or where he came from, but regardless, this guy just looks like a powerhouse, a beast, a monster. And he's already made his mark felt here tonight. And looks like, wait a second, Riddler clotheslines this monster up and over, and is now down to Brodus Clay and Riddler, and they both want to win and get a title opportunity at WrestleWave, as Brodus Clay goes right on the attack, but Riddler fighting out of it. Riddler would love the opportunity to win a title at WrestleWave, and it's not every day you get a title opportunity at such a big event. Brodus Clay was in trouble there, but he fought his way out of it, and these two just continue now to go at it. And it's interesting that the 19 and 20 were not able to pull off a victory in this, but Brodus Clay, he is a tough competitor in his own right, and I don't know how you're going to get that big mass of humanity out of the ring. I mean, he's muscle, and he's got some fat on him, and now, almost eliminated there was Riddler, but he hangs on for now. But Brodus Clay trying to use all that weight of his, pushing and prodding, trying to get Riddler out of the ring. Riddler trying to hang on, trying to stay in this, but I don't know, it might only be a matter of time as he's said, wait a second, he fights out of it, and a running neck breaker there. This matchup, though, it's getting very, very interesting here, because anything can happen as Riddler looks like, wait a second, Brodus Clay reverses it and clotheslines Riddler up and over. Brodus Clay wins, and Riddler can't believe it, but Brodus Clay wins the pre-show Battle Royal.